The police are warning drivers not to get behind the wheel if they've had a drink this Christmas and to think twice about driving the morning after a big night. Young drivers are the particular focus of this year's Drink Drive campaign, which is being launched by the government and the Association of Chief Police Officers today. Let's speak now to Michael McAdam, who set up the charity Don't Be That Someone. He's raising awareness of the issue with young people after his uncle was killed by a drink driver. And Michael joins us now from central London. Michael, thank you very much. Tell us a little bit more about your family's experience and what led you to setting up this charity.
Before I was born, my uncle was killed by a drink driver. And when I was growing up, I realised that the government did not target 14 to 18-year-olds in their drink drive campaigns, and that's despite driving attitudes established before you reach age of driving. So after looking at research, I set up Don't Be That Someone that aims to inform young people 14 to 18 about the dangers and consequences of drink driving.
How do you do that then? What are the influences that form somebody's opinions so early on?
Influences stem from personal traffic experiences and also peer pressure. So if your mum goes out and thinks it's okay to have a few glasses of wine and then drive, or you're in a car with 2 or 3 people and they say, come on, speed, it's okay to speed, then you're more likely to do those things.
So you're targeting younger people particularly. You must be very pleased that the police have decided to do that this year.
It's fantastic that the government and the police are targeting young people with their drink drive campaigns. However, because driving attitudes established before you reach age of driving, it's important and imperative to target 14 to 18-year-olds, because you need to change the fundamental attitudes of young people so they don't drink and drive in the first place, and that's what Don't Be That Someone does. And
those attitudes are all year round, aren't they? They're not just at Christmas.
Exactly. Our campaign, Don't Be That Someone, targets young people and informs young people about the danger of drink driving all year round. In 2011, the May and October was a time where most people were injured in drink driving accidents.
Obviously, your approach to this is very much similar this year to the way the government and the police are looking at it, because it's not just about driving on the night that you might have had a drink, but the morning after. I think people underestimate just how long you're under the influence of alcohol for, I suppose.
Exactly. We've just launched a brand new documentary today that can be seen on our website that has a young lady who's 22 years old, and she was over the limit the morning after, obviously not realising alcohol was still in her system, and she went out and you know, unfortunately crashed her car and had a serious accident being over the limit the morning after. So this year, this is what we're trying to do. You know, it's raising this issue of how long alcohol stays in your system and the serious consequences it can have if you have alcohol in your system the morning after drinking.
How can people work out when they are finally safe to drive again then?
You can't. It's impossible, really. Alcohol affects different people in different ways, you know, down to body weight, how much you've eaten, metabolism, etc. So there's no kind of hard or fast rule to figure out when you're safe to drive. So it's important, you know, if you know you're going to drive in the morning, do not drink a lot. Do not go out on a heavy session the night before. What
kind of reaction do you get from the young people that you work with?
Really, really positive. And the young people know about the dangers, as in they know that drink driving is wrong. But young people do not know necessarily the facts. They do not know that one person an hour, for example, is killed or injured in a drink drive accident in the UK. So we get a really positive response from young people, and you know, our campaign Don't Be That Someone does change attitudes.
Michael McAdam, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.